Hello everyone, this is Gideon Seymour, and I'm here for a tutorial on how to do things in the mod pack that you've seen Dark Lord and I playing in, the GSAS Modpack. Again, if you don't already know, this mod pack can be found on the Technic Launcher, so go check out the link in the description to find that. And so, when we were playing the series, I decided to create a little tutorial on some of the things that you can do in the GSAS Modpack, some for Dark Lord, and some for just people who would decide to play a mod pack, which you definitely should. So without further ado, let's get started. So, the GSAS Modpack has many ores. It has the default ones, like emerald, redstone, lapis, coal, iron, gold, and diamond. I think you already know all those guys. They generally have the same uses. But then there's also copper, which produces an ingot like that, tin like that, silver like that, lead like that, and ferrous like that. Also quartz, which is more of a crystal, produces quartz dust and a quartz crystal. There's saltpeter and sulfur, which produce like dusts, and apatite, which produces a fertilizer-like thing. Now you may be wondering what you're able to do with all these ores. Well, if you come over here, you'll see some of the more important crafting ingredients that you can make with some of these ores. These are called redstone coils. There's three types. There's the redstone reception coil, redstone transmission coil, and redstone conductance coil. Reception is crafted with gold, transmission with silver, and electrum with, and conductance with electrum, which is an ore or ingot, which we'll get on to explain later. These are used in almost every machine or power device you'll find, so it's incredibly useful. Now to get started with all these machines, of course, you're going to need to know how to use the power. The GSAS Modpack is based around a power called redstone flux. It can be used to power all buildcraft machines and all forestry machines, along with the thermal expansion machines. So it's pretty sweet. And the first thing you're going to want to make when you're creating the redstone flux network is a energy cell. These store power and can output it. You're looking at the configuration tab. Blue indicates that it's inputting power, black indicates it's not doing anything, and orange indicates that it is outputting power. The first one we're going to make, the redstone energy cell, can store up to 400,000 redstone flux, output 80, max of 80, and input and max of 80 per tick. Before you need to make it, you'll need to make an energy cell frame, which is simple. There's just some lead, glass, and a block of redstone, which I hope you all know how to make. And after that, combine it with the conductance coil, some copper, and you'll get a leadstone energy cell with 0 charge in it. A cool thing about the leadstone energy cell is if you break it using a wrench, like you shift and right click on it, it'll store all of the charge inside it, and that's pretty sweet, so you can charge it up and bring it around somewhere. Now to move power around, you're going to want to make a energy conduit. This is just some redstone, lead, and glass. We'll get 6 for that. And this can just move stuff, or move the power around. You may be wondering, how does one generate this power? Well, it's simple. You're going to need a dynamo. There are 4 types of dynamos. I'll only be explaining 3 in this tutorial because those are basically all the ones you're going to need for now. There's the steam dynamo, in which you'll need water. So I got a thing pumping in water. And you'll also need coal or some other thing that burns. So just throw a bunch of coal coke in here, and you'll see that it is burning like a furnace and producing steam, as well as producing redstone flux. So if we just want to hook this up to our energy cell, you'll see that our redstone energy cell is slowly gaining power. This is not the only way you can produce power. There's also the magmatic dynamo. This requires lava, just input it from the side or anywhere, and it'll produce redstone flux. We'll hook that up as well. Then there is the compression dynamo. The compression dynamo takes water and oil, and it'll combine them together to create, guess what, redstone flux. The steam dynamo is crafted with copper and a transmission coil, which is the silver one. The magmatic dynamo is crafted with invar, which is another ore I'll explain later, and a transmission coil again. And compression dynamo also uses a transmission coil along with tin. Now, if you wanted to upgrade your energy cell so it could take in more than just 80 refined a tick, or output more than 80 refined a tick, there are 3 more upgrades you can do. There's the hardened energy cell, which can store a lot more refined, and can output 400 refined a tick, and input it, and this just requires some invar and a pre-existing leadstone energy cell. Redstone energy cell can store yet even more redstone flux and output it at 2000 and input at 2000. This requires a redstone energy cell frame, which is a little bit more complicated than the leadstone frame, but it's the same concept: conductance coil, lead, and gold. Last but not least, we have the resonant energy cell, which can store like the most amount of stuff and output it at a huge rate. This is enderium, which is a really complicated ore, and it requires a pre-made redstone energy cell. Now, if you look here, there's also different types of energy conduits depending on the one you make. It's generally the same idea. You'll see that hardened is crafted similarly to the cell. You just take a leadstone and you add some invar and redstone to it. So it's a pretty sweet upgrade system, and you can use it to power all of your needs. Next episode, I'll be talking about the things you can power. See you all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because why not? Thanks for watching, everyone.